Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast, Tennessee Titans Weekly. Jacques.
Halt!
Jacques.
Halt!
What's up, folks? Good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is your way. As you all know, the Tennessee Titans yesterday coming through with another loss, man, this time against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who had a 4-game losing streak, and they just broke that, beating us. You know what I'm saying? So, Jacques, before we start the show, bro, I like that Oilers throwback again.
You talking about the hoodie?
Yeah, the hoodies. Man, the hoodie's so
man.
fresh, bro.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Titans for the season ticket holders. This is one of our gifts that we get when we're season ticket holders. You get little goodies and stuff. So this was one that I picked out probably before the season started, and it's just now getting here. So shout out to the Titans for that, man. It's some of the little stuff that you get, man. But it's a dope hoodie, bro. I couldn't pass it up. They give you an option. They give you two options. They give you a hoodie and they gave you something else. But I seen the hoodie. I was like, I got to cop that, man. I got to have
Absolutely. Well, we got 23 people in the chat. Who we got out there? First of all, we appreciate y'all. You know, we had a Bleacher Report show going on earlier. We had some schedule changes, and that's all good. But I know we're a little late tonight. But hey, we here. We got a lot to go over, bro. Man, we're so excited about the show, bro.
Yes, sir. We got Toya in the house. What is
Toya in the building? What's happening?
We got Jakey on in the building. He said Vrabel got him pissed. We're gonna talk about it.
Ooh,
we got Tyrell in the building. Tommy D in the building. What up, brother?
Ooh.
We got that boy Blaze in the building. What is going on? We got Volcano ripping that Grizz. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
We're gonna talk about it. We got Denise in the building. What is up?
What up?
See, we got Team Lead in the building.
Team Lead, that's one of the OGs in the game.
Yes, sir. We got Terry in the building. What is going on?
What up, Terry?
We got Amid. What is good,
what's
my
up?
brother? We got LG
what's good,
in
bro?
the building. Hey,
LG.
Thank you, Team Lead. Appreciate that. Let me go ahead and scroll down. We got Damon in the building. What is going on, brother?
What up, Damon? We got some OGs still in the building, man.
Tommy D, what is going on? We got Sid in the building. We got Keisha.
What up?
What
up, Keisha? You're right.
Sir. We got D Nice in the building. What is going on?
In the building. What up?
Yes, sir. Yes,
What's
sir.
good, man? What's good, y'all? What's good?
Man, we got our folks in here.
Hey, y'all, we appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. It's been been one of them days, man, and being the fact the Titans lost, that's one of them things, bro. But,
yes,
but we here, man. You know what I'm saying? Titan South, what's good?
Yes, sir. What is going on? I hope. Well, we're gonna kick this thing off because I know everybody want to get to our favorite part of the show, but you know how we do our show, man.
Yes,
so,
yes, sir.
Give us two quick reasons of why we lost this game, man.
So, several things, Jacques. As you all know, we lost 20-6. I'm gonna put 90%. Hear what I'm telling you. For me personally, I'm putting 90% on the offensive line, dude. Okay? The offensive line play was pathetic. I think, to me, the microcosm of what happened is when they put Vita Vea by mistake at defensive end. Do you all know who Vita Vea is for Tampa Bay? Okay, let me kind of break it down to you. Vita Vea is probably at best 6'1", probably 370, okay? He's a nose tackle. That's like Tier Tart playing defensive end, right? He goes one-on-one against Andre Dillard, a left tackle going against a defensive nose tackle that's playing defensive end. Have you ever seen that before? That's like Warren Sapp. That's like Tony Saragusa playing defensive end, and he got a sack, right? Clearly did a swim move on him and everything. He got the sack. Like, hold up, that doesn't even make sense. Dillard played piss poor. Hubbard played piss poor. The whole offensive line, Skoronski was probably the best out there. Outside of that, man, we couldn't run. We couldn't pass. And I want to apologize to all of our quarterbacks that has played on this offense. From Ryan Tannehill to Malik Willis to Will Levis. They can't get the ball out. They just can't. And it was like that even when they was on the field. The offensive line is horrible. And you really can't do much when your foundation is cracked. Just like having a house. If your foundation is cracked, a wind blows, your house is going to do like this. It's really bad on how we're ranked. Now, PFF, I'm not sure as of yesterday where we're ranked, but prior to that, we were 28 in the league in offensive line play. I can only imagine it's probably going to be worse after this game. The offensive line play was piss poor, piss poor. So I'm putting a good portion of this on the offensive line on how they did, where Derrick Henry couldn't run, Tajay Spears couldn't run. No one could run up north, right? Secondly, Jacques, it's the piss poor play of our defense. I'm not saying our defense didn't hustle. I'm not saying they weren't out there hustling, because they were hustling, except for the one play when Rashad Wright had the touchdown. There were linebackers out there walking, bro. But I would say overall, we were not tackling. We're playing undisciplined. We made Baker Mayfield look like Joe Montana and Mike Evans look like Jerry Rice. Mike Evans was having a ball out there. We just are not a good football team. We suck. We stink. We freaking stink. I want to say something else, but we have young viewers out there. We suck. So I'm putting the onus on the offensive line and the entire defense. Jeffrey Simmons, guys, is talking, hey, zip it. Go out there and play ball. Be a leader. Go play ball. Don't worry about what the media is saying. Y'all play ball. You know what I'm saying? Put it out there on the field. That's where I feel, Jacques. What about you, bro?
I mean, you said it, Hawk. I mean, that's facts, no paper. I mean, again, this has been plaguing. If you go back and look at our shows, we sound like broken records. This is the same in and out, man. Minus the Falcons game. But, yeah, O-line played horrible, man. And that was my fear coming into this game. I was like, man, I think I mentioned this. When we play good defensive linemen, the Titans are going to struggle. And Tampa Bay still has that decent defense. They're not the world beaters like they were like 2 or 3 years ago, but they're still decent enough to get to the court. Man, there was some plays. There was one play. I think it was the linebacker. What's his name? Not Davis. Was it Davis? Davis. I think he rushed the middle, and Will Levis couldn't even get the handoff off fast enough. And I think he either took a sack or Derrick Henry was caught in the backfield. That's how bad it was. And at that point in time, I think the first drive, I still didn't have no hope. That's how bad this was, right? Because I said, man, for some reason, when we get in the red zone, we can't score. Now the offensive line, once Vita Veda did what he did, I already knew. I said, it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. I already knew.
Thanks, no paper.
I already knew. I knew it was going to be a long day. You know what I mean? So my thing is that definitely contributed to it. And then I talked about it on our pregame. What concerned me about our secondary? Man, Mike Evans was little boyed.
Man.
Christian Fulton. Was Alziz right there too? It was really Christian Fulton. He little boyed. I mean, he was already pissed off because he dropped the pass or dropped the touchdown pass.
That's how they look trying to tackle this joker.
Man, dog. I said, man, y'all done made him mad. And he literally drug him into the end zone. And I said, okay. Yep. I saw our secondary clearly misses Byard, right? But people trying to say, well, Byard wasn't this and that. And he was going down the decline. No. It's just like the Taylor Lewan conversation. He's gone. Now we got a glaring hole at left tackle. Now Byard's gone. Now we got a glaring hole at free safety, right? And you can say it shows. It shows. Even though the defense held them to 20 points, teams that we haven't played good quarterbacks really all this season. And like you said, we made Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield did just enough to what he needed to do to win the game, right? His offensive line did just enough to just get him to where he can break a couple of passes, throw a good couple of simple passes, and get Mike Evans involved, and Godwin when he needed to, and then White when he needed to. So offensive line, like you said, was trash. And again, I have to agree with you. The defense secondary didn't play good, even though we held them to 20 points. We've been holding teams to 20 points, bro, and we still can't win games. So that's my 2 reasons as well, dog. I mean, like I said, I can't argue with you on that. I can't.
Think we played a high-powered offense. That it'd have probably been 40, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh my God, man. I'm in fear of when we play Miami. I'm in fear when we play. I think Miami's about the Houston Texans too.
Houston Texans, right? Ooh,
man.
Ooh, that's gonna be ugly. Man.
I have to look at the game like this.
Yeah, that's right, man. That's right. So, John, who else we got out here, man? I see Ty Rossi in the building.
Mr. Rossi is in the building. Where did Rossi go? There go Rossi. What up? He said he's still in Tampa. Hey, hold it down, man. Hold it down, bro. He is holding
Titan. Yes, sir.
Let me see. We got a new AZ Mick in the building. What is good, brother?
What
He
up,
said the
AZ
team is
Mick?
depressing to watch. It is, man.
Yeah, it is.
2-4-2 Titans defense scheme is bad. We'll talk
Terrible.
about it because
Terrible.
again, there's a
Terrible.
lot of stuff that I.
Yep.
Titans Fox, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's up?
How you doing?
You're not
How
late,
you doing?
man. We just started 10 minutes ago. You good?
Yeah,
good?
you good. You done
good.
came in. Titans South,
right.
it's gonna be a massacre.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
not gonna. Jake Young, what up, bro?
What up,
I ain't
Jake Young?
smelled all season. You know
I
what
haven't
mean?
either, bro. I haven't
It's
either.
It's been depressing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Jacques, man, so looking at this game, the game's done. It's over with, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's over. You know, I think you and me both. I really feel like you and I both at the same time, at the same moment when the game was on, we went to numb phase, didn't we? Me and you at the same time, dog. It's like, you know what? That's it. I'm numb. We just knew what the game's like. It is what it is, right? Whatever, right? We still got games to go, of course. And what's so crazy, we've only played one AFC South game. That's what's crazy. We still have a whole lot of AFC South, but man, right? Yeah. So what is, man, you know, as the season, we got our second AFC South game coming up with Jacksonville. And, you know, we got a lot of games going on. So right now, man, what would you say is your biggest concern for the Titans after this game moving forward for the season?
You ready for this?
Yes, sir.
You ready?
Yep.
Will Levis getting hurt.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm about to go ahead and log on off, dog.
So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna tell you something. Remember we did our last Bleacher Report show and I told you I wouldn't mind Tannehill starting?
Yep.
Remember I said that? This is the reason why I said that. That was a cup that first of all, Will took a rib shot that I'm surprised he didn't take him out the game. He took another shot where he keeps hitting the ground like he's hitting.
Yep.
He gonna be in concussion protocol because my guy, boom, his head. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
That's 2 games in a row that's happened.
I'm like, dude, they're gonna get that man hurt.
Yep.
That's my biggest concern. And once you get him hurt, I mean, the season is already done. I'm sorry. We might have one more win in us, and that's what I'm saying, Carolina. I don't even have confidence we can even do that because we might make Bryce Young look like John Elway out there.
Yep.
But my biggest concern is getting him hurt. Getting him hurt.
Wow,
if you don't get it together as soon as possible, and when it comes down to it, I'm gonna talk about that later. But there's a reason why I think all 3 quarterbacks are struggling. But I'm gonna talk about that later. You keep messing around, you're gonna lose them. You're gonna lose them like you lost Mariota. You remember when Mariota got hurt?
Yep.
You remember when he got hurt? And it ruined his career? To me,
yep.
I feel like he was on a roll until he broke his leg.
Yep.
There you go. Right?
Yep.
That to Will Levis. Now you up what we call creek. You up the creek then.
Yep.
Right? That point, he's done. It's a wrap. That's my biggest concern. At this point, I can't even be concerned about anything else because the whole team is not good. So at this point, the one bright little spot that you got, you're gonna kill that too. What about you, Hulk?
Bro, that's a hot take. That's a great breakdown. My biggest concern is now they're going to have Jalen Duncan starting at left tackle possibly next game, right? We're not going to get any better at offensive line. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Now, when we started the season, we talked about what's the biggest concern going into the season. I said offensive line. I said we sucked at offensive line last year, and we suck again this year. I don't see that getting better. And to your point about Will Levis and him getting hurt, I hope that doesn't happen. But the offensive line isn't good. We're not good. And you can't sign free agents. And anyone that's being signed as a free agent, if they're not on the team now, they're not good. That's why they're not in the league right now. Unless Jalen Duncan is like just, hey, all of a sudden, oh my gosh, I didn't know he was going to do this out here. We are in trouble on offense to where we might not win but 1 or 2 more games. That's how serious it is. You even can't get a fair assessment all season. Even against we spoke, you and I have talked very well about Ryan Tannehill, by the way. And even spoke on Ryan Tannehill on games where we would be like, what would we grade him or what did you think? We was like, I don't know. Because he didn't get a fair shot either at quarterback when the offensive line was allowing him to get sacked all game, right? And so the O-line is my biggest concern. If that's not fixed, we're not winning no games. It's almost like the Cleveland game, they wasn't blocking. The Indianapolis Colts game, they wasn't blocking. It's terrible, man. We're bad on the offensive line. So I don't know what Tim Kelly can do. I don't know what type of plays he can draw up. but those guys got to block up front. And Dillard looks bad. He looks really. I know he left the game with a concussion. Dylan Radins didn't really do good either. I mean, it's bad. It's bad. Those are my concerns, y'all. That is my main, because our defense is concerned about them jokers too. But I'd say if it's one biggest concern would be offensive line.
The crazy thing about the defense, again, they haven't played a quarterback, so they've been doing their job so. But like you said, man, it's not good, man. So let's look what we got here. Keisha said, I really wish we had been able to get Stroud. I do too. Now I owe CJ Stroud an apology. My bad, bro, because I didn't think you were gonna be as good. And I was totally wrong. Tommy D said I would not start a quarterback in the rest of the year behind his offense. I feel you, man. You just run the ball, try to run the ball. We couldn't even get that going. That's actually surprising too.
Yes.
Derrick Henry only had
24 yards rushing.
How many carries?
He had 11 carries.
That's again, I'm gonna talk about something in a minute, but that. And I know AZ Jags got embarrassed by the Niners. They didn't do so good, but they about to have a ball on us, bro.
Just like Tampa did. Just like Tampa did.
Just like Tampa. You're right. Because
Tampa was pissed off how they lost.
They
was like, we about to come back in. We pissed off. We about to beat the brakes off the Titans. They went to overtime, actually.
They did. They did.
Yeah, I've been watching the Buffalo game. Yeah, they're a lot of drop passes out there, man. And, this Buffalo just ain't got it. They fumbling. They're a talented football team.
They might need to look at, because they're another team that keeps doing the same thing over and over and over again. Yep, after a while, man, you got to find something else.
That's right.
Tampa Bay D-line was better than the Steelers. And you know what? I'm gonna say this about the Steelers, Hawkins. You brought this up. How are they winning games?
I don't know.
These jokers are 6-3.
I know, man. I know it.
6-3, and they got Kenny Paul's Pickett by there throwing. No, bro.
Yep.
I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. Now, this actually leads into a great segue.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. With the success of the Pittsburgh Steelers, what's his name?
Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin. I almost call him Tom Coleman.
My evil twin.
Mr. Mike. He's led this team to 6-3 with all the drama that they always have. They're always in the mix. Okay. Mr. DeNico Ryan with the Houston Texans got the Houston Texans just balling out. And we got Mr. Mike Vrabel, man. With all that's transpired through this whole season, is Mike Vrabel's seat on fire? Is it semi-warm? Is it, what you think, man? Is it time to go ahead and get him up out the paint, man? Or what do you think?
So I want to say this, man. I want to challenge those that are in the comment section. Okay, is Mike, yes, to your point, Shop. Level 4 being the hottest, 3, 2, 1 being the coldest. Where do you all think Mike Vrabel is on the hot seat? Okay, I'm going to give you my answer as far as Mike Vrabel. All right? Is Mike Vrabel on the hot seat? All right, so there are a few factors that are really making his seat very warm, Jacques. Okay?
Okay.
In the last 16 games, the Tennessee Titans are 3-13, bro. Okay? That's a lot of losses. That's the second most in the NFL over 16 games. The Chicago Bears are tied with them. And I'm trying to think who's number 1. I forgot. I saw that earlier today. The Titans are number 2. You get on the hot seat by losing a lot of games, okay? This is what I honestly think. I think Mike Vrabel's hot seat is at about a 3, maybe 2.9, okay? I don't think it's super hot, but I would say that if you're putting water in a bowl on the oven and you cut it up to boiling, it's probably in the middle, like somewhere. I say that to say this. The thing that he has going for him is the many winning seasons he's had here, okay? Secondly, I do think that Rand came here because we don't have talent, okay? So I think he has that as an advantage for himself to say, I don't really have talent on this football team. Now, what hurts him is he was the one that helped to bring this talent here with John Robinson. Now, John Robinson, that's his responsibility. But Mike Vrabel is a good coach. Right now, he is struggling. He's not motivated. He seems very down. But, the team does play hard. They play hard. I didn't feel like they didn't play hard. They just aren't good. So I don't think it's hot. I don't think could he be fired at the end of the season? I'd say yes. If our record is like, what are we now? 3-6. If we were to lose every single game and maybe we won only one other game, he probably could be fired. If he was to win maybe 3 more games, he finished the year maybe 6 wins, he would probably have 1 more year to turn it around because we now have money. We now have draft picks. So it's kind of like, okay, Vrabel, we're about to cut a pie. We're going to give you the whole damn thing for next year. What you going to do with it? Now, it's on Rand as well to bring in the talent. But if it should be there, we should be a better team next year. I think it's going to be based on next year. The seat's going to be smoking hot. Like, after 3 games, if we're still doing the same stuff, he might get fired like after game 3 of next year. So I think it's at a 3 now. I'm going to say 2.8, but I'm going to say a 3 right now. What about you, Jacques?
All right, before I get that, I want to look at the
Ooh,
weekly feed.
5.
So Tyler's at a 5, Jakeon's at a 4, Toya's at a 3.5. TA is in the building. What is up?
TA, what up?
Let's see. We got Terrell with a 5.
Mm.
Terry with a 2.
2, okay.
2.42 Titan.
2, okay, all right.
2.5, 2.5.
Okay, all right. Okay, still at the 2.5 level.
All right, so that's what we got so far.
Yes,
all
sir.
Right. So
I'll let your boy, Jacques. I'm ready, brother.
I am at a 2.5. And the reason why is because of what you said. We don't remember Mike Vrabel inherited this team, okay? He hasn't built a team from scratch. That was a Mike Mularkey team that he inherited. And again, sometimes karma is karma, right? And what I mean by karma is when you do bad's gonna come back on you, right? And I'm not saying that's bad, but you fired Mike Mularkey, man, after winning a playoff game. That's kind of sour, dog, right? So then you get in there and you get the what's been built. The castle's already built. You already got the pieces. And some of the castle starts to fall apart a little bit, right? Need some remodeling, right? So we ain't been able to remodel how we thought we were going to remodel, okay? So now this thing is almost to the point where it's fell apart, okay? Yep. So now you get an opportunity. You can't use John Robinson as an excuse no more, right? Nice. Some of the funk of John Robinson you can kind of get out of here next year if you wanted to. Yep. Now you got $100 million and you got draft. I'm not going to say draft capital, but you got draft picks and you possibly might have a draft pick next year. Like you said, $100 million and a couple of draft picks. Let's see how you do with that. Now, if you come out and we draft with common sense, right? We draft with common sense. Me and you, we draft. Rossi, TA, all y'all got shows. Y'all draft with common sense. A lot of the Titans faithful draft with common sense. We like, hey, we screaming from the mountaintop. Get him. But the Titans go and do the opposite, right? You're like, well, why you draft him, right? That's just like I use the example when we had our draft when Justin Jefferson, that draft, and you were like, we should have drafted Justin Jefferson. I said, that's a genius thing you just said. But we go and draft freaking Isaiah Wilson. Makes no sense at all, right? The common sense thing will tell you to do is draft. Now, Vrabel has a little power, okay? Remember, Amy Adams Trunks fired John Robinson to bring in another GM to collaborate with Mike Vrabel. That tells me you got a little power, my guy, right? So, with that being said, you're at a 2.5 right now. Right now, you don't have the talent. Offensive line stinks. We ain't got no money right now this year until next year. Again, next year, when we come into this season and you still doing the same bull jive, oh yeah, that goes up to a 5. At that point, something ain't clicking. Now you got a young quarterback too. If you ain't building around him, and I think it'll really boil down to Will Levis. If Will Levis doesn't pan out and they do not develop him like they're supposed to, and you have until middle of the season next year, Mike Vrabel gone. Because at that point, Rand Carthon has to figure it out real fast because if he don't get it together, his job is gone. So they almost like tandem, like y'all better figure this thing out fast. And the thing is, I've heard not a lot of people say this, but at one point in time, we were calling Mike Vrabel one of the greatest coaches in Titans history. That's bull job because at the end of the day, I know a lot of people don't like Jeff Fisher, but he took us to a Super Bowl, right? That's like the Ryan Tannehill and Steve McNair debate. We got to a Super Bowl with those people. That's my thing. So me, I'm at a 2.5 for now. Because of 2024. Let me see what you do. And remember, I told you, like, he got 2 years with me. Remember, I've been saying it. I said Mike Vrabel has 2 years with me. His 2 years starts in the offseason. It starts right. If we're not picking, we're not drafting right, we don't bring in the right players. At that point, it bumps down to a year. You're on a PIP at that point.
That's right.
You're on a performance PIP at that point.
That's right.
You on a PIP. Let's go.
Yep. So let's see what we got in the comment section, man, as far as some more numbers.
I got
as
some
far
news.
as where they feel.
I got some news. The Buffalo Bills just lost.
Wow.
They just
Denver.
lost.
Russell Wilson was out there throwing that ball too.
Yeah, he was. Bryce says Vrabel's supposed to be a defensive guy, but our defense. We'll get to that. We're gonna get to that.
Yep.
We are going to get to that because I got a theory behind all this, right?
Yep.
Raymond says a hot receiver, super fan. I know. Titan Rossi says I think Rand was definitely drafting with the mindset that Henry and Tanny won't be. Yeah, that's why I say I got a little hope, man. TA in the building. What is up, bro? What is up, bro? Let me see.
Hey, TA, appreciate the comment too about us being a duo, man. We appreciate that, dude.
You said what now?
Yep.
3.5 for Sherrod. Okay.
Sherrod, 3.5. We're gonna put that on fire. That's a fire.
Yes,
one. Okay, all right.
Yes, sir. Just if we keep doing what we do, we'll have a shot at them. Most definitely have a shot. So that's what we have for the numbers right now, Ho.
Yep. So you say I'm saying I said a 2.8, 2.9. So you rounded it to about a 3. You say you had about a 2.5, right?
2.5. I'm in the middle.
What would you say that I'd say the average of our subscribers are probably at about a 3.5.
Yep. I agree.
A little bit higher than us. A little well, yeah, maybe a little bit higher than us. So yeah, I get it. I understand that. I do. And it's hard to defend 3-13 after 16 games. It's hard to defend, bro. That's a lot of losses. Man, for real.
But
so
if he can sell it right, he'll still have a job if he can sell it right.
That's right. Some people keep talking about trading Vrabel. We'll talk about that too, man. So real quick, y'all, we want to say again, we appreciate y'all watching the show, man. If y'all get an opportunity, again, we are on Bleacher Report. You can check us out there if you can, download that on your phone, on your app. In Bleacher Report, man, we got fire shows on there as well too. Again, we're on every platform, man. We're out there putting in work, man. We're on Apple, we're on Spotify. We're out there, man. Check us out. And when you do, man, hey, click on to say, hey, give us a 5-star review, man. Say, hey, check us out, man. Hey, the more support we get, man, the better we are in the algorithms and things of that nature. So, Jacques, after our bad offensive line play that we've seen all season, and you don't know until, you play a few games and more games and it just keeps happening. It's like, it is what it is. Like, I can pray all day to grow an afro, ain't happening, right? So I'm bald. It is what it is. So after looking at how the offensive line has been playing, do we owe Tannehill and all of our quarterbacks an apology?
Hell yeah, we do. Yes. And this is why again, I was ecstatic and I'm happy Will Levis got to play because I wanted to see. I've seen it twice. You can fool me once, fool me twice, but can't fool me 3 times, right? Yeah. All 3 of them look the same.
Yep.
Minus Will Levis with I'm not gonna say that, but minus Will Levis wanting to have the cojones to just throw it down there, right? He has the most guts to sit there and I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna throw it. But also, son, you probably gotta take a page from Tannehill's book. Is probably just gotta fall sometime because the way you getting smacked up, man, not good for your career, bro. You know what I mean? So yes, we owe them an apology. I apologize. I do. I apologize to them. I'm apologizing for giving y'all flack when you mess up because you ain't got no time to do nothing. I apologize. I do. All 3 of them. Y'all get an apology from me, and it ain't gonna get no better, unfortunately. So you're gonna have to ride with somebody. But I'm gonna get to that in a minute. What are you? I think you apologize.
So,
go ahead.
So Bell Biv DeVoe many years ago had a song, bro, and Ricky Bell, the lead singer, on the set, he said, "I apologize," right? So I'm saying the same thing. Yes, I apologize on the fact that even to Tajay Spears, to Derrick Henry, to the offense. I'm not excluding Tim Kelly because he's a part of the problem. Okay, I'm not excluding the offensive line coach either. I'm not excluding Mike Vrabel either. Somewhat not excluding Rand Carthon because we bring in Brunskill, we bring in Dillard, right? They signed them as free agents. Backup guys, they were backups. They're free agents, and they're out there starting. So I'm just saying the players on the field, even the defense, I apologize to them too because the offensive line is where we think of, okay, you think of even teams like Houston. Maybe their whole line isn't good. They got Laramie Tunsil. He's a beast, right? Mm-hmm. You got the Miami Dolphins. They're a good speedy offense, but they got beat. Every team has at least probably one really good offensive lineman. I don't know about us. Skoronski could get there, but he ain't there yet. I don't know if we have one. I don't think we have one super solid lineman as of right now. So right now, I apologize to our quarterbacks. I've seen enough. I know that's a big problem for us. Quarterback play can always be better. Ryan Tannehill can play better. Will Levis can play better. Malik Willis can play better. There's times they've had opportunities to throw the ball and they've missed the mark. They've thrown interceptions, those things. But to get into a rhythm as well, you gotta have enough throws to get in a rhythm. When you only have like 4 throws in a game that are just wide open legitimately, and that's it, that really puts your success rate at a really low rate. You know what I'm saying? So, line sucks, man. It is what it is, bro. We suck, bro. We suck.
Unfortunately, man, it's been like this for a while.
It has been.
Matter of fact, I think I sent you I text you a stat that is actually staggering and concerning. It says the Titans' offensive line has allowed the 14th highest so far sack percentage since 2000.
Wow.
2000. Wow.
Yeah.
2000. Yeah. We got wins out of it, but let that sink in, dog. 2000. Yeah. So this just ain't a this year problem. Yep.
Been a problem. The question is, y'all, we're about to get in the live chop up. And I want y'all to put this on your mind as far as offensive line, as far as either drafting or signing a free agent. We'll talk about it for next year. We'll talk about it. So, Jacques, you ready for our favorite part of the show, bro?
Let's do it.
All right. Okay. All right, folks. Well, hey, we are about to start the live chop up. This is our favorite part of the show. Of course, we give you all an opportunity to chop up the ingredients, man. Throw us questions. We'll fire them off. You know, if you throw a super chat out there, that question is going to supersede any other question that comes up on there. We will answer that one immediately. And this might be the special edition. We ain't done this season yet, Jacques. This might be a therapy session, bro. This might be therapy session, man. We've done this many times, man, over the years, especially when we start just losing like crazy. We're at that point, man. We need to go to therapy, bro. We need to go to therapy right now. So let's do it, Jacques.
All right. Can I spark us off, man? So I've been holding on to something. Okay.
Go for it.
So when you, as a Mike Vrabel, you're on the hot seat, right? There's a reason you're on the hot seat with me. Because you had an opportunity to go out and get an offensive coordinator, but you decided you wanted to come in-house, right? You wanted to bring in a Tim Kelly, who is struggling in the red zone, by the way, and Todd Downing wasn't struggling in the red zone. It's the most weirdest thing, okay? You got Shane Bowen, who can't dial up a scheme to save his life, okay? Now it's starting to show. He just got talent. That's what it is. Talent hides it, right? You see what Eric Bieniemy's doing in Washington with the Commanders? He got Sam Howell. I think he's almost leading the league in passing.
Yep.
You had an opportunity to go out and get Eric Bieniemy. Imagine Eric Bieniemy with Will Levis and how he can develop him and put him in places to succeed. Will Levis should be in a moving pocket. If I have a trash offensive line, I'm moving that pocket because I know my offensive line is not good at standing still. So they need to move. You need to roll Will Levis out. You get him moving. You get him on the go. It helps with the pressure. Why are we not dialing up anybody? I'm getting to the secondary in a minute. Let's go to the secondary, okay?
Yes, sir.
You do the silly thing. You get rid of Byard. I understand the business. It's a business, okay? That's cool. I can take that. It sucks, but I can take it. As a defensive coordinator, you're supposed to come up with some type of scheme to get Jeffrey Simmons and them involved. Stunts, something, delayed blitz, something. What's going on, right? You got too much talent on this defensive line. Now, it's not like they're trash because Harold Landry would have had almost 13, 14 sacks almost a year ago before he hurt his knee. Jeffrey Simmons was balling out. Arden Key got talent. We don't have swag talent. We don't have super C. When I see San Francisco, let me say bang, bang, Niner game, okay? When I see San Francisco coming out the tunnel with a boom box and everybody got this just You got that? They got that look like, man, I don't want them. You see what happened to the Jags? Now I don't want them right now.
Jags went running, bro. Facts.
I don't want them right now. We don't have that, right?
Nope.
We're the good. You know what I mean? Now I'm gonna tell you, Blaze, I've been screaming from the mountaintop for years for a shutdown corner. We had an opportunity to go and get Jalen Ramsey. Did we do it? No, we could have brought him home. Mike Vrabel, you've been here.
Yep.
You've been here, bro. You've been here, right? You've been here. You see what I'm saying? Like, and team leader, you're correct. Yep. At least they traded for Chase Young. We didn't even try. We didn't even try nothing. What are we doing, right? What are we doing? What are we doing? So when I look at this coaching staff and I look at it, this is why I don't have any faith for them to develop a Will Levis. I'm like, I'm trying to put my faith in y'all. But Tim Kelly, you know, does he even study? Does he even scheme? Does he even do that? Do you even know who Vita Vetta is? Or is he just looking at a tablet saying, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't even see.
And conservative as hell, too.
As hell. When I'm looking at them routes, the Atlanta game was a perfect game. I said they had crossers. They had everything. They were getting the ball out quick. Will Levis has a quick release. So you need to put something and dial something up to where D-Hop runs great routes. He does. Boom, boom. That quick slant, boom. You might remember those quick slaps you used to run to AJ? AJ take him to the house? Not saying D-Hop can do that, but it puts success because when we kill in the middle of the field, the top is about to open up in a minute.
Facts.
Then I'm going to tell you something else. He puts Nick Akina Westbrook in a go scenario. That's not, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Facts.
You put D-Hop out there. You don't put Nick Akina Westbrook out there. What are you doing? So how is he supposed to succeed with what he's got out there? How is he supposed to be successful? This coaching staff, and I keep pointing to leadership, man. Leadership. And it's not gotten better. So again, my wish list, Tim Kelly, bro, I like you, but we should have never hired you. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, dude. Prepare.
That's real. We were conservative. Think how many 4th downs, 4th and 2s, and 3rd and 2. We kicking field goals, bro. Right? At the end of the day, we scored 6 points. We still not scoring points. So it's like we're still kicking in, then we keep putting the pressure on the kicker. So he finally misses because his leg is probably looks like a spaghetti noodle right now because he's been kicking field goals all season. So yeah, man. So
and it's another. We haven't won a game on the road since Green Bay of last year.
It's
almost a year, bro. We haven't won a game on the road. Okay, this was the game you could have did it. Now, Tight South, I would have said this. I would agree with you, but I don't even have no faith they can do that. I just don't. They just. Yeah. I don't know what's. I know it's the scheme, it's the preparation, it's you not using your toys right. They just don't have it, man. And you need to. And Vrabel needs to get out of his head. And he should have kept Jim Schwartz. Because imagine Jim Schwartz with this defense. Imagine Jim with this defense.
They would be better. They would be better than what they're doing right now. And again, the defense still don't get as much smoke. The defense is not playing well at all. The defense, I think they're hustling. They're not tackling. They're not covering. They're just not. They're scaring nobody. And they got the one interception from McCrary. But overall, they're not making big turnovers. You know what I'm saying? At all. They're not scaring nobody. So,
I agree.
Yep.
Tyler, with our first question. Tyler,
okay.
He says, what do we need to address this offseason? To me, O-line, wide receiver, tight end, DBs, and even coaches.
Wow. That's a lot.
Is he lying?
Yep. Yeah, no, it's not. It's everything. Everything.
Everything.
We need to address everything.
Yep.
Literally everything. Literally everything. There isn't a tooth that hadn't been brushed, bro. We got to brush every tooth and all everywhere. Everything.
I agree 100%. And like you said, coaching staff included. Somebody got to go. I don't know who it is, but I know who I want to go. But I ain't going to say it right now. Bryce Tubbs says, y'all trading for Vrabel for a first round, second round pick, or both? The problem is, I would love that. But the problem is, who's going to replace him? One.
Yep. That's the question.
Two, with the Patriots, they don't have enough to do that. The Patriots don't even have enough to. The Patriots better figure out on their own. I mean, in that scenario, because we need draft capital, yeah. But the problem is, do you have a backup plan? Is he just as good as Vrabel? What type of system does he have? Does the team buy in? Like you gotta ask all these questions. Besides, if he's an offensive mind, go ahead, Hawk. I know you. I know you.
Fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. I got nothing to add, but that's a fact because if you let him go, then what? What are we replacing them with? You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's candidates out there or whatever. And I've been saying this too. Just because a guy's a good offensive coordinator, even a good defensive coordinator, doesn't mean they're going to be a great head coach. A la Arthur Smith, a la Matt LaFleur. There's a lot of offensive gurus that came from the Tennessee Titans even that are struggling as head coaches. Arthur Smith might be the worst head coach in football. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I see a lot of that. So it depends on who we get. And then if you don't have nobody solid, then no. It's tempting though.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at D'Amico Ryan with the Texans. You know why he's successful? Because he don't let his ego get to him. He lets his coaches do what they need to do. And he coaches very good defense. Somebody said it in the chat. They said Vrabel was a defensive guy or coordinator. He was the interim defensive coordinator for Houston. And he didn't even do good then. So again, I think Vrabel, he's like a manager that wants to do everything, right? He wants to do your job, their job, this job, and that job, and he's stretching himself too thin. Now, Bryce, you have a plan. I like it. Ben Johnson, I like it. As long as you got a plan, I'm cool with it, right?
Yeah.
But again, Blaze, and I agree to the point where I'm gonna use Kyle Shanahan as an example. He's successful. Do you know the 49ers still run the ball? You know that? They still run and I think that's what people want to get away from. I'm like, no, you can still run the ball, but you also have a mix of the pass with it. And I think that's why Brock Purdy has been so successful, is what he's been able to do. You know what I mean?
And then the 49ers are a very talented football team. Yes, the Detroit Lions are a very talented football team.
Yes,
so, you know what I'm saying? So they got players out there. And it's been proven when Mike Vrabel has had talent, we win. You know what I'm saying? Like that's been proved. That's proven. You know, last 2 years it just hadn't been the case.
Yep.
You know,
again, that's why I'm giving him this next year. I'm like, next year, I'm already checked out of this year. Next year, let's see what you can do with the money. Because when is the last time we've had $100 million?
Man, I don't know, bro. I don't think we've ever been this good in a long time as far as cap space as for being number one in the NFL, bro.
We're number one. Now, this is where it's going to play. Do free agents want to come here, right? It used to be the mecca for people to come, teams to come. But what is the census of the Tennessee Titans now in 2023, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you hear around the league? I mean, AJ be throwing little shots sometimes, and I get it, AJ. I know, I get it. You mad? I get it. But don't taint it, right? So that's another thing. Can we get the free agents in here? The money talks, right?
Money talks. No state taxes talk too on that paycheck too.
And that's what I'm saying. Like money talks.
Cost of living talks. The new stadium talks. Things talk. Nashville's a hell of a city. Nashville's on fire. So if we were living in Salt Lake City somewhere, I'd have my doubts. But I mean, to your point, it's not a guarantee. Like players, I'm about to just jump ship and come over here. But we got hella sales tactics that we can use to bring people here.
Now, Titan South, I like this. Bring in former players. Let them give them a shot. How would you feel if Tyler Lewan was our O-line coach?
I don't know. I'm on the fence with that because a lot of coaches, I ain't gonna say all, but the majority of coaches have played that position. That's why that's their specialty. Now, I know that's not the case for us as far as the O-line, but I would say that, you know, he's a personality. I don't know about coaching. I don't know. He hasn't done it yet. So I don't know.
With him and Vrabel get along.
He needs to suit up and play. That's what I want him to do. Suit up.
He done lost so much weight, man. He looks good. He lost weight, dog. So
he looks like a wide receiver out there now.
He really does, man. He really does. Like, but I mean, who was it? Mike? No, it was Bruce Matthews who was our offensive line coach when our offensive line was pretty decent. I think Mike Munchak was Mike Munchak. Mike Munchak, he had it, man. Like he had the offensive line nice. Again, I wouldn't mind it. But let me see. So team leader says division isn't tough yet. Have to spend the capital. You know, the division is young, And
Young was getting there.
Man, dog.
Was getting there.
The Texans just beat the Bengals.
Yep.
And CJ Stroud is throwing almost 350 yards a game.
Like he's in college, bro.
Like,
I'm like, so yeah, it's crazy. Hey, yeah, AFC South creeping up, man. AFC South creeping up.
We don't know what AR is. We don't know what he is.
Yep, that's right. The Colts gonna play you tough. The Colts gonna play you tough. The Colts gonna play you tough. They got a really good offensive coordinator too, and Stitching the guy that's them guys. He's not he's the head coach. He's doing a pretty good job.
You know what? Hold on, Hawk. So you got 2 defensive minded coaches and 2 offensive minded coaches in Doug Peterson and Stentz, and then you got Mike Vrabel and DeNico Ryans. Again, the difference between DeNico to me has a great balance, right? He has a great balance, balance. I like DeNico, man. Yep. So Bryce says, are y'all taking Marvin Harrison Jr. if he's available, or y'all still going online? Now, Hawk, that is a generational talent.
Yep.
What would you do in that situation?
To me, that's an easy answer. That's the easiest answer that I've seen yet on this comment section to me. All right. So Jacques, last season I told you before when the season started, game 1 in college, I saw Marvin Harrison Jr. I heard a little bit about it, didn't know much about him. In the first half of the game, I said, you know what? I've seen enough. He said, what you mean, Hawk? I've seen enough in one half of football. First time I ever seen him playing. This guy could be the number 1 pick in the draft. I know it. I see it clearly, right? He's unbelievable. I'm drafting Marvin Harrison, no question about that, at that spot. He's not going to be there unless we're the number 1 pick or the number 2 pick. What I'm saying about offensive line, shout out to my youngest son. He brought this to my attention yesterday, and I didn't think about this. The entire time I've been talking about drafting an offensive tackle, and I'm fine with that if we do. But he's like, I'm tired of us drafting offensive tackles. We've been doing that for 4 years in a row, and none of them panned out. Why don't we sign an old tackle that's a veteran, not old, but young, maybe a 3 or 4 year veteran that's already been proven? You know what you got him. You ain't even worried about it. You just don't, like Laramie Tunsil with the Texans. He was cold with the Dolphins. He's cold with the Texans, and look what's going on, right? Players like him, sign him young but experienced. So I'm going Marvin Harrison Jr., signing an offensive lineman. What about you, Jacques?
Man, I'm saying thing because it's generational talent. The pick makes too much sense because if you got Will Levis and Marvin Harrison Jr., come on, bro. Come on, bro. And you don't want the coach to get him. So, and that's my thing, too. You can always build through free agency with your line because they're more experienced, right? If we draft one, it's going to take him a minute to get his feet wet and get his feet grounded and whatnot. And I know they say build young, but I definitely would take Marvin Harrison Jr. for a fact, dog. For a fact. Like, that ain't even no question. I'm like, who's there, man? Go on, get our guy. Let's bring him in, right?
Yes,
his daddy played for the Colts. Now his son plays for the Titans. Come on in. So, yes, that's a generational talent that you can plug in day one, and he's going to kill the game. He's going to be probably rookie of the year that year, and he's going to inflate those numbers. But, again, you got to have the right offensive coordinator to bring him in and maximize his talent. So, I would like an offensive coordinator, too. I'm sorry, bro. Tim Kelly ain't doing it for me right now.
I got you, dude.
So, team that says Stroud shows no fear but needs a reminder it's the NFL. Well, he surpassed us. And I think he's done a pretty good job to.
Really is.
Yeah, he's done a pretty good job, man.
He's having the best rookie season, best quarterback rookie season in NFL history, bro.
Yep.
He could be the MVP of the league. That's how good he's doing, bro.
Yes. Titan said we have the potential to be elite next season with the cap space. You know the problem with that? Look at the Bears. Bears had nice money, right? They've drafted okay, but they still can't get it together. Even if we bring in these pieces, it's going to take time for these pieces to
Facts, no paper.
It's going to take time for them to do this. And I think that's what people have to lower your expectations. This is what we have to grow. We have to like San Francisco did. If you look at San Francisco, they came in that year before they went to Super Bowl. They had like the number 2 pick. Then all of a sudden they started climbing. It's the same thing the Titans can do with Rand Carthon if he gets this thing right. So again, we can be elite, but not even next year. Maybe the year after that and the year after that. That's how I look at that.
Right. But hopefully better next year than this year, for sure.
Yes, I agree.
Have more talent. But to your point to say elite, that remains to be seen. I can't answer that. Can't answer that yet.
And Keisha, this was my fear. That's my fear, right?
Yeah.
That's my fear. That's my fear where they're not going to. Some of these teams are not going to let their nice little tackles and left tackles and right tackles walk. They're not going to do
No,
it. If you're
sir.
smart, you won't do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I know. I remember Team Lee. Team Lee, he did. He said, "I wanted Stroud when we discussed the draft time." Like, yep, he did. I remember that. He wanted Stroud is that dude, man. He's that dude.
Yep.
And what up, Max?
We would have had to get Stroud though. I mean, this would be the answer for all NFL teams for Stroud. You had to have traded up.
Man,
my understanding was Rand and Mike Vrabel were trying to do that at all costs. And Houston said, no, sir. So they knew something about Stroud. They knew that. The Titans knew that. So, and I believe it because we drafted Will Levis. I believe it because I'm like, okay, well, they was wanting to get a quarterback. So it's like, okay, we couldn't get Stroud. Then second round comes around. Oh, Will Levis is still available? Let's bring in Will Levis. He's maybe our second quarterback on the board.
Right.
Yep.
I remember that. They were trying. They tried. It just didn't work. I mean, again, the Texans were smart. They're like, if we go to a division opponent, especially like the Titans under Mike Vrabel, he can just imagine, right? So he's already doing it under Nico. Will, he's a talent, man.
But if we had Stroud, he would do better than what we have now. There's no question about it. But I still think we'd have struggles because we can't block. We can't block.
I agree.
Hey, CJ Stroud's had time back there. He's had time. He got speed out there too. He got some receivers. He got some young receivers out there.
There you go. So I'm gonna add to that. He got receivers, and at one point in time, his whole offensive line was hurt. So that's another thing. That's why I said, they came out with a picture of the injury report for the Texans, and it was about this long, like literally. And it was like, what is going on? But they're still finding a way to be successful. So again, he's had injuries on that offensive line. I think his mobility, he's an athlete too, man, where he can escape. That escapability has helped him. And you're right. Now, again, the Titans should beat the Panthers. In theory, we should. But
we should, man. Ooh, if we don't.
We better beat the Panthers, dog. Like, we better beat we better beat the Panthers. And he has Tank Dell. Now you know what I thought. That was my guy too, bro. Tank Dell was my guy. Tank Dell's gonna be a problem. Nico's a problem. Noah's a problem. They all balling, man. They all balling.
Facts.
Let me see. Bryce, you my guy. I'm gonna check him out. I'm gonna check him out. Rome. Okay, I'm gonna check him out.
I've seen him. I saw him talking about the Washington receiver, right?
Oh, what do y'all think about Michael Penix? Man, that joker cold, bro. Washington, like you said, is doing something I didn't really think they could do.
Washington's unbelievable right now.
Man.
Their offense is on fire. They got ballers out there in Washington, bro.
Man, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bryce. Bryce is on draft watch. He's on draft watch right now. I like that. Man, hey, look.
The Titans can
decide to suck and lose it.
Wouldn't surprise us.
We play them at home. We do play them at home.
That's an advantage.
It's an advantage. We tend to win at home. But
that's right.
I haven't done my homework on the Panthers because they just think that bad. But that could be the game that what's his name? Man, that's he gonna be Tom Brady, bro.
Yeah. Carolina's problem. Well, their defense, they give up yards, but they don't give up a whole lot of points. The problem is their offensive line, just like us. Their line is terrible, and Carolina don't have a lot of weapons.
They showed up.
I think Adam Thielen is their number one receiver.
We should beat them.
Yeah, we should beat them. They don't have weapons. They don't have no weapons. And then the guys they brought from the Eagles, the running back, he's been terrible. He's on my fantasy team. Joker give me like 3 points a game. It's like, man, y'all about to cut this, Joker.
You said who?
The running back that played for the Eagles last year.
You talking about Miles Sanders? Man.
Yes, Miles Sanders. Yes, sir. Yep.
So who is an OC in the DC we can get if there's a coaching change? I think Bryce said the guy from the Lions. I like him. He's got the Lions offense balling.
But I want is he asking who should we have as an OC or DC?
OC and the DC we can get if they're coaching. If
we lose our OC. I'm gonna tell you this. I don't see that being far-fetched, bro. If the way we're playing, that our defensive coordinator or offensive coordinator get let go.
They need to.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Bro, we've been doing the same thing. We've been doing this. Let me ask y'all this. What has changed from this year to last year? What has changed?
Nothing.
Minus the red zone. Minus
defense has gotten worse. Offense is about the same.
Okay. So that tells me what is that, right? If that tells me, okay, you're in the same room as this guy and you didn't learn nothing from this guy, but everything looks the same. Did he hand you his playbook?
Right.
Todd down and handed Tim Kelly his playbook with an extra little sauce on it. But you know, John, what's his name? He's not gonna get rid of them, man.
Yeah.
He's not gonna get rid of them. Yeah. Arthur Smith, I would not bring back Arthur Smith.
I wouldn't bring back Arthur Smith. Yeah, I wouldn't bring back Arthur Smith. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you all why. Okay. We need new visions. Okay. Yes. And Arthur Smith needs some time off. He needs to take some PTO if he gets fired. Take some time off, bro. Your dad is the CEO of FedEx.
Yes,
so
FedEx.
Money long, money strong for this guy. The money not a problem. Take you some time off, bro. Drink you some Capri Suns. Go sit in a hot tub and just relax. We need new visions, bro. We need a new perspective right now. So, all right, we got Bryce Tubbs. All right.
Yep. The $9.99. He said, what makes it worse is that two of the Lions, here we go, wide receivers that are producing on former Titans, the struggle of a Titans fan. Okay, we give him the boom. We got to talk about this. Bryce, you kill it.
Let's go to it. Bryce Tubbs. Do-do-do-do.
Boom.
Bryce Tubbs in the building. Go for it, Chop.
How many former Titans are balling with their respective teams? David Long, we know that boy Arthur Juan Brown, Josh Reynolds, Khalif Raymond, and they're starting, okay? And they're producing.
Thanks.
And they're producing.
Yep.
And they all played on this team at one point in time. Remember, David Long was a head case according to Vrabel. He was hurt all the time. What is he doing with the Dolphins? He's balling out. He's about to go to the playoffs. Khalif Raymond.
Dante Foreman.
Oh, my, you don't piss me off, Hawk. Come on, man. He balling.
You know, Jack Conklin, he's been off and on, hurt. But Jack Conklin signed he's signed two max contracts. Jack Conklin is arguably the best right tackle in all of football. Jack Conklin, he's that cold out there on the field.
Oh, Julio caught a touchdown.
Man, we naming them, man. We name dropping, bro. Hey,
Julio.
Did you see on the Eagles the other game? You see what's the linebacker that we had here? Zach Cunningham. Cunningham's out there tackling. I said, damn, Zach Cunningham. I'm thinking, Bud Dupree's been okay. He's been all right. He's been healthy. That's the thing that's bothering me.
How come has been healthy?
Players leave here and they stay healthy? AJ Brown ain't had a scratch on him, bro. And he got more yards and catches he's ever had here. He ain't had a scratch on him, bro. He was here every 2 weeks. He had an ankle injury, hamstring. I'm like, is it the water here, bro? Is it the water we're drinking here? There's got some substance in it, bro. I don't know.
That's really telling, dog. As a matter of fact, I think he should be fired off of that. No, I'm just playing. But I mean, again, when I look at that, it doesn't make any sense, man. It doesn't make any. Bryce, that's a hell of a comment because, again, Khalif Raymond has produced for the Lions, man. Like he has been a factor for them, and I'm not shocked, but I'm shocked. I'm like, dude, Josh Dobbs.
Oh, all right. Hey, have a good night, y'all. Yeah, Josh. Oh my gosh,
Josh Dobbs. You see what Josh Dobbs is doing?
Yeah, man. Yep. And I'm gonna tell you this about the Lion receivers, Bryce. I was more mad about Josh Reynolds than I am Khalif Raymond for some reason. Here's why I say this. Khalif Raymond was a free agent that we picked up. So he ended up signing a big contract with Detroit. Now, I can see the Titans saying, we can try to work something. It didn't work out. Cool. We let Josh Reynolds go. We traded for him and only had him for like 8 weeks. And we had a point in time, he was the only really good receiver we had when people were hurt. And we just gave up on him. Now look where we are. We need both of them receivers. And we gave up Josh Reynolds for a bag of chips, bro. And he was productive. Josh Reynolds is productive. He's productive.
He's productive.
You know what I'm saying? He's productive.
I got another one for you. What was his name? He was with us last year. He plays for the Texans.
Robert Woods.
He almost had a touchdown yesterday.
Yeah, he was our leading receiver last year, as sad as that is. I've seen Austin Hooper do pretty well with the Raiders. He's doing well. Hey, he's doing better than Chig. I'm doing better than Chig. Chig is struggling. Chig He could be in Alaska with no hat on. He can't catch cold. He can't catch a cold. He's struggling. Chig might be the most disappointing player on the Titans to me coming into the year because I had high hopes for Chig, man. I spoke highly of Chig, and he has bad drops. And I'm not talking about like over the head catch. I'm talking about straight in the breadbasket drops. I can make that catch today.
Well, maybe he'll go somewhere else and ball out. I'm just saying, man.
Man.
Maybe it goes somewhere. That's crazy. So Bryce says, y'all think Rand puts Vrabel in his place next season and brings in it? No, because Rand came in to be. Matter of fact, Hawk, I think you said it. Vrabel he helped hire Rand Carthon.
Right.
So I hope he does, but I doubt it. I mean, I don't know, man. Again, I think it's your scheme and your system, man. I just really do. Like, and you can tell the frustration on kind of everybody's face. You can kind of look at Will Levis, and Will Levis is like, man, what the hell I done got myself into? And he's looking and he's trying to make something. He's trying. I think everybody's trying at this point. And it's like he said, I can't even get I can't really do nothing. That's discouraging, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. As a young player, I'm excited. I done this, and now I keep getting smacked up and hit up. At this point in time, coach, put me back on the bench. I got to preserve my career, bro. Like you put me in danger. You're putting me in danger. Malik, go out there, do something. Or Tannehill, take your old butt back. Tannehill ain't going back out there. Tannehill, right. Jonnu Smith. So
C-Dub 23. Yep. Jonnu got more catches than close to the Kyle Pitts out there.
Stop playing.
Yeah, Jonnu Smith had a big touchdown this past week. A run. I was like, look at Jonnu like he played with. That's how he did with us, right?
Did you see Jadeveon Clowney kind of making plays?
Yep. And he's healthy. Jadeveon Clowney only played like 6 games here. Yeah,
that's depressing, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Man. Yeah,
that's
bad coincidence. I'm not. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. That's strength and conditioning.
Reliable.
Yep. But Keisha Bible, you're right about that. Jonnu was terrible with the pay. Maybe that Vrabel Belichick thing.
You stirring the pots.
Yeah, so absolutely. Doing this.
What you saying? And who? Daniels from the Raiders.
Yeah, Josh McDaniels. Yep.
Yeah, they.
Hey, so let me speak to that, Shaw. This is why Tom Brady literally is the GOAT for real.
Man, dog.
He sealed that to me when he won with Tampa Bay. Tampa had the same team that we played this past week and won a Super Bowl with the same team, except maybe Leonard Fournette. It's the same team, right? The Bill Belichick ways of thought is been over, right? And it's kind of like, was that just a smoke screen because Tom Brady was just that dude, right? Where he could sit there and get a receiver from Toledo or Akron, and I'm speaking on Julian Edelman had made him damn near a Hall of Famer. You just got whoever out there and they still winning. They still win. It wasn't, I never felt New England was just super talented. They had enough. They wasn't just like overblown. It's just only the year that they had Randy Moss when they were undefeated. So they went to the Super Bowl. Oh, they had a hell of a team. Tom Brady was just killing a la the snow game. But I think Mike Vrabel, this is what people don't understand. You all do know Mike Vrabel never coached under Bill Belichick, right?
He played on
never coached under him. But he played on him and have probably a lot of similar traits, right? So people put him under that tree. But that whoever's under that Bill Belichick tree, you better jump off that branch. You better start your own identity because it ain't working. It ain't working at all.
Man, dog. And again, like you said, Hawk, it's that managerial style that you want to rule with an iron fist. You see Bill O'Brien tan Matt Jones a new one?
Absolutely did.
He did the same thing to Tom Brady too.
Yep.
There's a
video. Would you say what Tom Brady said to him?
Tom Brady gangster though. Tom Brady ain't taking that. Who you think you talking to? I'm
absolutely
Tom Brady.
I'm Tom Brady.
Better go on somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. I'm Thomas Everett Patrick Brady. You better sit down somewhere for real. Yeah, for sure.
Hey, thanks, Max Titan. Thank you. This is a gift for being a season ticket holder, man. I like these. They get us right sometime, man. So appreciate it.
Yep.
Appreciate it. And you right, Damon. The Mike Vrabel way, I think, has died. Unfortunately, I think it died when Tannehill threw those 3 interceptions. in Cincy. You know, I'm always gonna go back to that game. That is
Same
the worst
here, man.
feeling.
Same here, bro. Same here.
That's the worst feeling I ever felt as a Titans fan. Like that really,
Yep.
that hurt, bro. I was depressed alone for the whole time, and
Yeah.
I think I lost it after that. I'm like, man, I can't believe this, and I think, honestly, I think our window closed when we lost in the AFC Championship. I think our window closed then. We just didn't realize it, and I think we were still doing our thing, man. And
that's
again,
right. That's right.
And you're right. It is the Parcells. It is the Parcells tree.
That's right. That's
It
right.
is the Parcells tree.
That's right. That's the Parcells tree. That's correct.
Yep.
That's
It
right.
is the
That's
Parcells tree.
That's right. That's right. That's
Man.
right.
And we need a lockdown corner. You damn right we do.
Yep. So and all this for me, Jacques, when I'm looking at, man, so I'm looking at C-Dub's comment here. The person is going to be on next year as far as stirring up the pot. It's on Rand Carthon, man.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, here's the money. What you going to do with it? Right? Yep. It's on him. Now, tell me if you all agree with this. I think the draft picks he's drafted so far has panned out pretty well so far, okay? I think they have a lot of upside to them. That's what I really like. Peter Skoronski, Will Levis, Tajay Spears, even Josh Wiley. Those guys have some upscale to them. Now, I'm not too crazy about the free agent signings. Now, I know we didn't have a lot of money, so I'm going to put that out there. I get that. But D-Hop and Sean Murphy-Bunting are really the only two free agents I can think of that have done pretty well. You got Dillard. You got Brunskill. I'm trying to think of some other free agents we got this year. Al Shahir, the linebacker. Shaziz. Yeah. Arden Key, who has not done well this season. No. You know what I'm saying? So, and then we had to sign just some whatever safeties. A team leader, Nick Folk, was a great pickup. Agreed. It's okay so far. It's okay. Right. I'm feeling the draft. You know, I ain't felt that in 3 years, Jacques. You've heard me talk like I ain't feeling the draft at all. Yeah. It's starting to pick up a little bit because I see potential. Okay. Yeah. Yes, Keisha Baba, to your point. I keep screwing his name up.
Alziz.
Yeah. He has moments. Yes. He's undisciplined. He has moments. He will run and get tackles. But we'll see, man. Book's still out. We'll see.
No, I agree. I mean, even with that, man, again, Rand has a lot of money to work with. So I'm with you on it. That's why I say I'm gave up on this year. But next year is going to tell it for me, right? If we can get into free agency and we can get the right players, then I have hope. If we get into free agency and we get Bill Joe from undrafted school from Division 4, this and that, then I'm done. Okay. Yeah. At that point, you need to just tear this whole thing down and figure it out from the beginning and just go fresh into something. I'm sorry.
That's right.
So Bryce says, with the picks we have now, what positions y'all drafting in what order? Man, what
we'd have to sit and really look at it overall. And again, it's subject to change. I'm just telling you what my thoughts are on November 13th, right? I really think in the first round, I've been saying TBD or BPA, best player available, really, because we need help in all positions. But I think priority is always probably offensive tackle. But if there's none to be signed, then tackle. If we are able to sign one, either a prime corner or a wide receiver, Jacques, first round.
I want a cornerstone. So when I talk about a cornerstone, you got Joey Bosa, who's a cornerstone, right? You got Myles Garrett, who's a cornerstone, right? When they drafted Myles Garrett, they needed everything. Like they needed everything, but he's a cornerstone. He's something that brings the energy. He's a star, right? Who do we have on the team right now that's a star besides Derrick Henry? That we can ride into the future. Exactly. Right? So I'm with you. Right now I'm BP, best player available that can be that cornerstone. That, like Marvin Harrison Jr., we talked about it earlier. He's my cornerstone, right?
Yep. We got a super chat out there.
Stanley said he want Kool-Aid for the $2 super chat.
He won't that boy Kool-Aid McKinstry. I've seen him in person, bro. Hey, he's a pretty good corner. He's a pretty good, absolutely. He's a good corner. He's a good corner, man. Stanley Wilson. Boom. Stanley Wilson in the building. My only concern for Kool-Aid, Stanley, I seen him in person, man. I went to an Alabama game early this year where my alum Middle Tennessee State went down there and got the break speed off of him. they play Kool-Aid a lot. It's the kickoff and punt return. I'm like, bro, don't get that man hurt out there. He's pretty good at returner. He's a prime cover corner. I think all season long, like his numbers are ridiculous. Like they don't even throw it on his side, bro. Kool-Aid McKinstry might be one of the better corner. Well, you had Patrick Surtain or whatever, and I'm saying a lot here, but because there's a lot of good DBs that come out of Alabama. But Kool-Aid McKinstry is one of the better corners that ever come out of Alabama, bro. From what I've seen, bro.
Yeah,
Kool-Aid is cold.
Luke done came in and like Tupac. Dang, Luke. He said fire everybody. He said
damn,
fire
Pop.
Andy, Vrabel. Luke Pop done came through. He said Levis got him. Luke Pop done came through. He said everybody got to go. I mean,
state your case, man. God, Lee, wow.
He said so somebody I was listening to 104.5 The Zone. Shout out to them brothers. Somebody on the radio came on, called in and said, when do we start questioning Amy Adams Strong? And of course, Buck and them kind of clowning him a little bit. Why would we do that? Why would we do that? And at first I was like, what is he talking about? But then he critical thinking, right? And I said, you know what? I said, she's not far from criticism, right? Mm-hmm. She's not. And I'm sitting back and I'm like, okay. I looked at that stat and I'm like, from your daddy now to you, what is going on, right? Now, that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother show. But I thought it was very, 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 very interesting. And shout out to that call. I know you probably don't listen to the show, but still, shout out to you for bringing your critical mind with certain things, right?
Yep.
Shout out to them.
Yep. So we'll go one or two more questions, y'all.
This receiver class coming out, it is next year's draft.
Mm-hmm.
About one of the best I've seen, bro.
Yeah.
We got options. We got plenty of options.
We do.
We need speed too.
Plenty.
That's another thing.
Just like the 2019 draft, or when AJ Brown and DK Metcalf, it was a whole Jerry Jeudy, a whole bunch of receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Take advantage.
Take advantage. That's why I say. That's why I'm okay, because I feel like you said, this draft has potential. You're right, Hawk. It has potential. And each one of those draft picks have started a game. Besides, but Jalen Duncan has. He started. Only person that ain't started, Colton Dow. Okay? And he's just a waste of a pick. So I guess he's special teams. I don't know what he's doing. But, brother, come on now, right?
Yep.
So he said Harrison is
If you're a wide receiver, man, you want to get some playing time and maybe make a difference, man, the Titans would be one of those teams because we don't have a lot of talent out there on the field. I mean, shout out. I've seen Cal Phillips playing a lot better. Yes, he seems to have a really good connection with Will Levis. He gets open and Will Levis throws him the ball. He catches the ball. He catches the ball now. So, but there's still a lot of opportunities at receiver, man.
If Tim Kelly was smart in training camp,
mm-hmm.
Will Levis had chemistry with another receiver, Reggie Roberson. Why hasn't he not been elevated to elevate him?
Like I said, I don't know. Like he must be doing something in practice, bro. You don't know the plays or something.
They had chemistry in training camp. If I kept hearing Will Levis, Reggie, I'm like, man, he got chemistry with him.
Yeah.
Bring him in so he can work with his guy. He works with Cal Phillips on off day. Man, again, Tim Kelly, whatever, bro. Whatever, bro.
Yeah. Titan South, I see that you're comment about Xavier Leggett. Have you seen him play, dude?
Yes, I have.
He plays just like AJ Brown.
Just like him, bro.
Just like AJ Brown. Just like AJ Brown.
Bruh.
Dude breaks tackles. It's unbelievable, man.
Just like him. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And Luke, I feel you. We said that early in the show. We tired of drafting O linemen, man. That's just it's getting played out, dog. And they not panning out. Well, Skoronski's still out on him, but yeah.
Yep. So shout out to my youngest son that he brought that up. I was like, man, that blew my mind when he said that. I was like, damn, you're right, man.
So you said, see how our wide receivers are under Levis for quite some time. Don't draft one so early. I mean, if you want to maximize your talent and help them out, man, you're going to have to do something because we need first-round talent. We've been doing it with undrafted guys for the past 2 or 3 years. We need actual talent to come in here.
We
somebody that has a swag to him. Like AJ. AJ had a swag to him. He had an oomph to him. Like, we don't have that on this team, and we need that. At all. We need somebody to come in with some confidence. And right now, nobody really has no confidence. You know what I mean?
Yep.
The linebacker question.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, John.
Damon says, what do you think about the linebacker core? We need a playmaker linebacker.
Yeah, our linebacker core is weak. If you ask me, I think it's weak. I think it's weak.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have any head knockers. We got speedy linebackers. I think Gibbons and Aziz are speedy linebackers. Aziz plays hard. He does.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say they're playmakers.
Right.
They run and they'll get to the ball, but they do make a lot of mistakes. They don't play discipline. You know what I'm saying? So, not a lack of talent per se.
They play wild.
They play wild.
They don't have no technique to them. We need a Fred Warner. I'm not saying we'll get a Fred Warner, but we need a Fred Warner.
Yep.
We need something. We got a super chat. Stanley with
$10.
$10.
Yes, sir.
He said, I don't know if y'all talked about it, but I love all my Titans podcasts. But people, Vrabel is not going anywhere. Now, after 2025, and this is still bad, then yeah, maybe. But now next year, not happening. Yep, we talked about it, Stan, and we are on the same page. Yep. Same page.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Stanley Wilson. Do. Boom. Stanley Wilson in the building. Thank you, sir. Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir. And team leader, you are 100% correct. Coaching. But they're not going to take accountability. They're going to blame it on everybody else, and they're going to say it's everybody else's fault. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Luke says, how do we always miss all these guys in the draft, man? I'm telling you, you better go BP, best player available. BPA, that's what you go.
Yep.
Because if you miss on him, if you miss on Marvin Harrison Jr., at least Marvin Harrison Jr. has the talent to maximize any stupid thing the coach is trying to tell me to do. I can go out there and run routes. I ain't got to listen to you because I know I'm Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yep. So, well, cool, man. All right, y'all. Well, hey, listen, we appreciate who should we get in free agency. That could be an all-day thing, man. Because we don't.
Brandon Ayuk, keep going.
Yep. T. Higgins, of course, too. It's a possibility. You know what I mean? But I would prefer a tackle. I would love to have a young offensive tackle. But if we're not, we can get both. We'd have the money to get both. You know what I'm saying? I think the only downside of getting a tackle, though, Jacques, you have to spend a lot of money for a tackle.
Yes, you do.
And I want that money to spread around as much as possible. You know what I'm saying?
Break the bank, bro.
Yep. But at least we ain't got to pay no quarterback heavy dollars. That's what normally hurts teams, paying quarterbacks. Like the New York Giants are terrible because of that. So,
man,
all right. Yep. So, folks, listen, we want to say thank you all for watching the show, y'all. You guys rocking with us tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? And we hope that you all enjoyed the show. Again, I know hopefully this is some therapy for you all as well, man, knowing that the season's pretty much in the tank, man. We try to be as optimistic as possible, given that we have a lot of AFC South games still left, but we see the talent is just, and the coaching is, offensive line play. So, but again, you can also check us out. You know, we are in those internet streets, man. You can check us out on Apple. You know, you check us out there as well. You can check us out on Spotify. And again, we are with Bleacher Report. You can check us out, man, on Bleacher Report as we do the post-game shows. You know, we'll definitely, let you know on Twitter, let you know on YouTube when those shows do air. You know, check us out. Same platform as we have here. Man, hey, we out here, Jock. We out here, bro.
Most definitely. Again, thank y'all for watching the show and engaging and participating, man. We really respect that, and we respect everybody's opinions here, man. And if you're new to the Weekly family, welcome. If you're an OG, hey, welcome and thank you for watching the video. And again, we got the Jaguars this week, so that's good luck.
That's right.
We'll get y'all the post game. You'll see. Hello.
That's right. And C-Dub, man, to your point, man, hit that like button, man. Hit that like button for sure. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't subscribed to us, shame on you. Subscribe to us today, man, for sure.
Yep.
So, well, Jacques, man, as we always say and as we always do, we hope everyone has a great rest of your week. Of course, we'll have a pregame show for the Jacksonville Jaguars, so stay tuned. Have a good night. And as we always say, as we always do, Jacques, facts.
No paper.